Hello everyone, Nashville Predators insider for the Tennessean, Josh Cooper here with Stu Grimson. Stu, we're here in May, which means that the Preds have hired a coach. Peter Laviolette, formerly of the Philadelphia Flyers, Carolina Hurricanes, and New York Islanders. What do you think about Peter Laviolette? David Poile says he's a more offensive-minded guy.
I think it's a great hire. Makes sense on a whole lot of levels, really. Here's a guy that has demonstrated success everywhere he's been in the National Hockey League as a coach. And I think, that on its face is bound to have an impact right out of the gate. I think what you like is that you get a guy, the moment he steps into an organization, he has been able to translate that into, this is a team that goes from a non-playoff team to a playoff team. And that certainly is, a remedy that this organization is looking for. Want to get back into the postseason and be a factor right out of the gate. Additionally, Peter Laviolette, 2006, takes the Carolina Hurricanes to the Stanley Cup and wins the championship. So that's an experience, a set of experiences you really want to be able to draw on as an organization. I think it's going to have an impact right out of the gate.
Stu, another thing David Poile referenced was the fact that Peter Laviolette's had a lot of success with younger forwards, talking about Eric Staal in Carolina, Claude Giroux in Philadelphia. That's probably a good thing considering the fact that he talked about some of the forwards and how he'd like to see more out of them.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, if you really look at this team working from the goal out, you're very comfortable with what you've got in goaltending in terms of a 1-2 punch, assuming Carter Hutton comes back as part of the mix going forward. Rene Hutton, a nice 1-2 dynamic. This is arguably one of the brightest, every reason to be very enthusiastic about this defensive core going forward. The challenge for this organization, and this is no secret, has really been at the forward position. So, in addition to this wealth of coaching experience, this wealth of success, Peter Laviolette, part of that is really addresses one of your strongest symptoms as an organization. So you'll like that. He's demonstrated that he works well with young forwards in the past, and that's not a dynamic necessarily that everybody brings to the table. So you certainly like that.
Now, Stu, you're a former player. You played in Carolina. Peter Laviolette coached in Carolina. You guys didn't overlap, but you know some people who played for him. What's the scuttlebutt that you're hearing about him?
Yeah, I think really a general point to make about that is players like a strong communicator, a strong presence in the room. Peter brings those dynamics. So I think that right out of the gate is certainly a couple of positive notes to harp on. I played with Scott Walker when we were Predators together. Scott had Peter Laviolette in the middle 2000s. Shortly after that group won the Cup, Scott has nothing but positive things to say about him. And Matt Cullen, too, is a former teammate, current Predator, who I have a good relationship with. And he had a great experience under Peter Laviolette. And I guess anytime you go to the Stanley Cup Finals and win it, who's not going to have a good experience there? But likes him, in Matt's words, a great hire. So I think if that's the way it's resonating inside the room, every reason to feel good about this group going forward.
Stu, always appreciate the analysis.